do you grow like what farms, what projects do you have now? Because I'm interested in your like Northern Cali. Because you went when you were when you were a kid, you went out to Northern Cali, right in the 70s. Is that what you're saying when you were in that room?
Was it 2000? 2017 was it in? I think I did one of the largest grows on on the books. We did 2,500 acres with the Assimi group out in Fresno. And you had to drive 40 miles to the center of this farm. And it was all my genetics. Okay, we did everything from Chardonnay to cherry, which is the original hemp plant that everybody wanted. But of course, like Americans do, we screw that up too. I happen to have some of the best cherry genetics still original from that, because I'm not stupid, because I know at some point in time they're going to want the original, right? So from that, we grew 2.5 million pounds of flour. We took...
well, it was outdoor.
All outdoor, dude.
Wow, Fresno.
Dude, funny story.
That's
Fresno Air Force Base.
insane.
Air Force Base backed right up to the farm. And we were shooting up drones going up on pheno hunts and also on male hunts, okay, because, sometimes things hermaphrodite, right? And they were shooting our drone down. They were pulsing the drone and dropping it. So we had a meeting with the big brass over there and said, hey, guys, listen, is there a time when we can just fly our drones there and do our thing and without you guys shooting our stuff down and costing us $10,000 on the drone? So the guy says, during this time, I said, you guys are having a good time doing barrel rolls and taking pictures out at your cockpits, okay? So, I mean, we'd like to get paid for those at least, But it was pretty cool. The Simi's a pretty heavy dude, That's Wonderful Brands. He's the girl for Wonderful Brands. So if you eat a pistachio nut or an almond, it comes from this guy's farm.
I've seen those, yeah.
So
interesting.
So rock and roll.
He funded this deal.
Oh yeah, he funded that whole entire thing.
So you seeded this whole thing out.
Seeded the whole thing. What we did was we.
What did you do with the drones? Were they spraying or were they
the drones would go.
marketing?
They're set with cameras. Okay, we use a facial recognition on them to see what had hooks, what didn't have hooks. In other words, which was male, which was not female. Which was developing better. You've got north, south, east, west. Thing. Yeah, and
so they knew if it was male, if it was putting out a hook.
They could, just guys, when you go into the airport, I mean, they're taking facial recognition. That same technology was used on the drone, and then they would drop a little flare thing. It was a little marker type of thing, and then we go there and they pull it out with the 4x4, pull the plant out, or bag it. If it was flower, it was screwed in that general area. So we would have to, cordon that off because it's gonna pollinate those particular plants around there. Therefore, it would have seed. So that would be passed off to the seed division, where that would be put into new seed. We would check it, make sure that it was feminized. Majority of the times, it is going to be feminized because you get a true male plant with a true female plant. You mate those together, you're going to get a feminized plant. If you get a hermaphrodited plant, it's all off. It could be whatever you get. It's whatever. So, that was a key thing to us because 2,500 acres is a boatload of
it's a lot, man. No, it's a lot.
The next one
2,500 acres.
Yeah, then we drop it to 250 in Oregon, and then one of my failures, I wouldn't say this failure, was, we grew 10 acres, $10 million worth of product in Kentucky. And we had what they call a C of A, a certificate of analysis, and we had passes by the DEA and the KDA, the Kentucky Department of Agriculture, said, oh, we tested you at 1%. I'm like, God, dude, I got my life savings. And it's like, I played the violin for them and that kind of stuff. And then ultimately my partner up there said, he goes, listen, they tell us to burn it. I'm like, can we take the roots? And they're like, no. Can we take that? No. I said, well, do what you got to do, man. So I watched $10 million worth of material burn. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a true story. My wife's probably making a face over there right now because I wanted to collect it on my taxes.
That was an investment, and then you just watch it burn.
Dude, the first time was they got wiped out with the water from the rain. So I put more seeds out there, and they grew it a second time. It was even better. But it was one of the best grows I ever done in my 61 years.
After it got rained out.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We're in the garden. It's existential.